Success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm by Winston Churchill. A very good afternoon to our guest, Dr. Kadambini Kumari, all the faculty members and the student of IBM batch 2224. I am Dipanshi Maheshwari, host for today's session. Welcome you all for this 11th day of the pre-induction program Nurture Future batch 2224. Ma'am, may I have your permission to proceed? Thank you, ma'am. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce you to our guest of today's session, Dr. Kadambini Kumari. Ma'am is an experienced techno-functional trainer professional having experience in managing training process and program execution for MBA. Technically, adverse with advanced statistics and analytical training by using analytical tools like Advanced Excel, SPSS 20, SAS and Tableau Desktop as functional consultant. She is currently working with Bennett Coleman and Company Limited as a program lead, business analytics, where she is handling the responsibility of inculcating managerial skills. She has also worked with Indra School of Business Studies, Pune for 8 years as an assistant professor, where she has been an asset to the institute and has been support for the students, as well as she was heading research cell work extensively for research and corporate intervention training. Ma'am has also worked with Starmark Services Private Limited, where she managed proposal drafting, report making, client management and many more. Talking about the qualification, ma'am has done her PhD from Dr. D.Y. Patil, Vidyapeeth College, Pune, Masters in Marketing and HR. More importantly, she has completed 27 research papers. Great to hear that, ma'am. Ma'am mainly focuses on providing business value to clients by overcoming business challenges using appropriate training support and techniques and providing business solutions. Now, I request ma'am to take this session further and guide the students.
And as you say, ma'am, we cannot see the board and all, that all will be taken care, right? So you have started with your pre-induction. So myself are just a strong saying that I am busy with more on a quantitative side, as you are seeing that I am BE electronics engineer, so my number is good. So I love the student as well, and that too the people who just enter the campus. So it's more positive energy in the class, right? So your focus is just to learn here. So that is the best part of the first year student. Generally as a faculty we experience. Second year your focused on the placement, right? So that transition faculty doesn't enjoy so much as you enjoy. So I enjoy you today because you are so open to what is going to happen. So as this is my first class, it's a very basic things I am going to talk about it. So now the first question is, why as a MBA student we need to know statistic or maths? You are seeing the transition in all the industry. Big data is coming into a picture. People talk about it. Analytics, artificial intelligence, machine learning. Why this is coming more popular and popular? Here obviously in your syllabus I am not going to talk all that. But I just want to make a relevance of this. So here what, like, see, I just learn a drawing. Assume that you have learned in school a drawing, that making some picture. Is it you are going to use? No, it is helping you to how to draw. Now you are grown up. You grown up, you go to 7, 8 standard. Nobody teach you how to hold the pencil. So here I am just trying to make you hold a pencil of data. That's all I am doing. I am not teaching anything, I am just helping you how to hold a data, what you understand about the data. That is the only agenda of this subject. Or see the maths, number, or whatever I will display the syllabus and all, you will see that everything you know. HCM, LCM, playing with fractions, all this is a school level maths. But why they have kept in this system? That just a refreshment. Just you revise what you have done. So in data also what I am going to talk today, like that course is basic of maths, that school level maths, 7, 8 level maths, and something about statistic. So I am just trying to make you connecting your classroom of your school, just make a circle of that. That's all I am going to do here. So nothing talking very advanced, so I know it will be easier for you. Somebody will feel she's repeating the school level maths. So I'm just repeating just to make you aware of that dots which is already there in your mind, and make a circle today, so that your further journey in your MBA will be nice. That's all is the objective. So don't be afraid, or don't be feel that okay, I know everything. See, here we are not learning only from book or only from faculty. There is a lots of different type of learning. So you are learning from each other, right? I think you have spent some 11 days. Obviously, the learning is not only the exam which you are giving is a learning. Experience itself is your learning. So you all in a different environment now, having different surrounding now, all that is your learning. So here the agenda is, when you go to your course, you should not have any difficulty. These nobody will ask you to calculate LCM, SCF and all. Nobody will ask you that hey, there are two trains, one is going with this speed, second is going with this speed, when they will meet, whether there will be collision or not. No, nobody asks you. But why I am teaching you? Just to make yourself think, so your thinking ability increase. It is not like that. And don't think of, some of you might be thinking that knowing table, yes, in school level everybody was remembering so much on table, and if you don't remember the table, your life is not going with the maths. No, thinking ability runs you to go to the maths, that's all. So here we have so much advanced technology, we talk about artificial intelligence and all. So do you really think we need only the calculator to help us? No, we want you to be where the human being makes a difference. Now that difference has gone, that I do very fast calculation, my calculator and computer can do faster than anybody else, right? So all that has gone. Where you make a difference is your thinking ability. Still machine has not achieved that. So human brain thought process, decision making is a most important part of you, where you create a difference. So here agenda of this session is just to make you, you can say, initiate something in you, that's all. It's very basic things I am going to talk. So this syllabus content of two part, one is basic of mathematics, as I said, school level mathematics, and then a number, fraction, SE, quadratic equation, all those things are there. And the other part is going to be talking about a statistic. So a statistic will be full-fledged subject for you in the first term. And here I am going to make you familiar how statistic is different from math, or whether it's a subset of maths, and how it is very useful for social research and social science student. You all are studying social science, right? So you are going to impact the society. So manager role is to be profitable, right or wrong? Yes. So decision making ability can be improved when you take a decision based on some facts and figures. And facts and figures are generally represented in terms of data. And this big data has come into existence when data capturing become very, very easy. You know, when we go to any shop, no shopkeeper run without a barcode, right? Barcode is just a system which is helping you to manage in and out of the stock, right? It's a simple mechanism. You go to so many malls, the machine is installed in the showrooms. They count, they monitor what type of things you pick. Like for example, you first pick the shirt of particular brand, then you go to belt. All this is getting captured. When you go to any website, how you move yourself, what is your preferences, what type of attribute you are searching, all that is getting connected. You have seen so much case was about Facebook, right? People are saying that Facebook is doing a very big business, they are capturing your personal data and all. So how they advertise? Facebook has advertised themselves separately. They say happiness in togetherness, in sharing. So they just remove all the myth in the system that people have to distrust the Facebook and all. So how the brand is positioning themselves, what is their agenda, that was very clear to the people. So they captured the data, right? any website, anywhere, you so many things get captured. So now see here how much less effort machine has to take to capture your data. So this data is a very huge data. So big data is just a size and intensity and the speed of collection. All this makes some data bigger. So Excel is most simplest form of data analytic tool. If I will capture like that, I think in your induction you have something on Excel also, like Microsoft Office is there. And later on you will be learning the Excel, basic of Excel, some tool and technique in Excel. So don't underestimate the Excel. Excel is such a powerful tool. What we do in the Excel is not even 1%. I'm sure you have, nowadays people are so intelligent. My time in my engineering, I started computer, right? But you people studied in school or somewhere, at least you have such a huge exposure. You have seen so many things on your mobile phone only, right? So system has changed. So your knowledge, practical exposure is far better than what I had in your age. So I will surely say that what Excel part you have seen or you have seen people using is not even 1%. So you can understand the potential of the system. And CRM tool, customer relationship management tool, ERP system, so many advanced tool and technique. All the company like SAP, Oracle, they have their own software to manage their client and everything. So customized software and all. But why we are teaching basic again? I'm not going to teach you Oracle software. I'm not teaching you SAS. What am I teaching? So I'm making you ready that when something comes to you, like you all will be working in the field of finance, marketing and all. So your CRM system will be there. In your client side, you will be having some CRM system that will have some, you want to make some insight from that. So there also data will be there. So data has to be there wherever you go. And when you take any decision based on data, that is facts and figures, you are likely to make a good decision. You are likely to be a near to correct decision. Yes? But is it so that all manager takes a decision only by analytics and artificial intelligence or so and on? All managerial decision is not based on artificial intelligence or data. Sometimes people have their own experiential learning. Somebody is having exposure, somebody is having a knowledge on that area. So there can be many things around it, but decision making is one of the most important aspect of the manager. And if you want to be a successful manager, you should to be, most of the time you are likely to take a correct decision. Your decision should be profitable or correct. So when we take a decision based on data, we are likely to be correct. Chances of being correct is more. That is the importance of data. So I'll just, any question, anybody want to say something? Yes? No, you want me to say something? Okay. 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 So I will be just starting with talking about the statistical part. As I said, there is two part, mathematics and statistic involved. Why I have chosen statistic, I find it's more relevant for you, that's all. So maths part, LCM, SCF and all, we will be doing fraction and everything. So I have started with statistic. Why? Because you are getting so much statistic around you. For example, just a company name. Some faculty has given you work that, okay, you are going to take a finance specialization. Take an example of one company and just try out to see their financial performance. As soon as the moment you say financial performance, data comes into the picture and you are making some insight. Simple insight I am saying, what is the turnover of the company in last 5 years? Simple thing. Share value, right? Then maybe some profitability ratio, like that you are getting something. Some student is marketing student, I asked you, tell me the performance of the company. Profit, you will start first checking the profit, right? Yes? Then sales, then revenue, all these things is just comes with the numbers. So what I have find it that number is very useful for you. So I have picked the statistic. So let me have, Do we have remote? This one? Is it working? Yeah. So what is mathematics? I know you are finding little difficult to read. Not to worry, you all know mathematics, right? All are graduate people, right? So what is mathematics is deal with the understanding of the space, measures and structure in their rudimentary from whether the statistic is used or not. The statistic is a subset of mathematics where you can say statistic is concerned about the data collection tool what you have used. Then after collecting a data, make analysis and do some insight about the data. You get some insight. Your opinion you are adding. So just a simple thing, I just ask every student what is your graduation specialization. Somebody says BCom, somebody BBA, BE, whatever. So I have just calculated that, like 10 student from BE, BBA 20 student, like that. So this is my statistic, 10, 20, 30 and 40. Then I have made some analysis out of it that 50% student from BBA background. So this analysis says that the BBA student is having a basic understanding of a management. Yes, so all this insight I can get from the statistic. Whether maths you talk about finding quadratic equation, is it everything is reality? No, I have so many assumptions. Yes, trigonometry, these are the mathematics, right? So you assume something that is on the paper, it cannot be directly put up into the reality, right? So you say that this should be the 90 degree, this should be 20 degree and all. But when I go to the reality, it is not necessary that these two factor will be standing each other with the 90 degree. So maths is giving a reality when it becomes a statistic, when it is data is collected and make some insight. So that's why I have picked the statistic. Now statistic is the study of collection, as I told you. Data is getting collected. Now how it is getting collected and all you will be learn in the detail. Data is getting collected, analyzed and interpretation can be made by you. So you are the person who will take some insight about it. Presentation and organization of the data in the other word. What do you mean by other word? Number, as I given you example that BBA 50 student, BTech 10 student, BSc 5 student, like that. This is the data. So data doesn't talk anything, right? As a person I am talking that 50% are from BBA background, they have the basic understanding of the management subject. For example, I have 20% science student who need some course because they cannot capture the account in the beginning, might be they need some revision class. All this is insight is you. So statistic is helping you to interpretation of the data. So you are the person who makes an interpretation out of the given statistic. Most favorite statistic of any MBA student should be the census data. What is census data? Any student? Government is doing census, right? Counting population, very much correct. Government is taking every 10 years they come up with the census data, right? So census data is every 10 years it is getting updated. What all government do? They capture each individual of the country and try to capture all the demographic, whether it's a age, whether it's a height, whether it's a income, whether it's a gender, whether it's a education, how many vehicle, how many children, what is a location, right? Everything you get. So government is not leaving any individual. That means in the study, when you pick everybody, that is called a census data. This word is an English word, census. Census name, why it is given to that data? Because government is capturing 100% population. Okay, that's why it is known as census data. And it is a very costly effort. Is it not easy, like capturing so much data about so big population, and that's why government is doing every 10 years. so that it should be cost effectively, and effectively in 10 years everything change, right? So that's why the census data is known as census data, because it is capturing 100% population. So whenever you capture 100% people for data collection, it is known as census study. Like you will be working with Infosys, you are the HR manager and you are doing some data collection of all the employee. So it's a census study. But assume that you are a banker, you have some 1,000 customer in your bank branch. You are just picking some 20, 100 like that. So that is a sampling. I am not going to detail how to do sampling and all. I know a few science students might be not picking, but I am trying to keep simple. I am saying that when I am not picking everybody for data collection, it is a sampling. So why sampling has to do? Every time you should do census study only? No. Because census study is costlier, time taking, and sometimes it is not needed. Sometimes you need to take a quick decision, so much investment is not needed. So to save the time, money and effort and to take a quick decision, you go for a sampling data collection. So data collection I have tried to capture. Now analysis. Analysis is the word where so many advanced tools and techniques available. I will keep it very simple, mean, just average. It's a simple analysis. Like I said, I will capture all students' graduation marks. It's a simple thing, right? Just a graduation marks is one statistic. I'm saying that class average graduation marks is 62%. What does it mean? What does it mean? Yes. So, as a teacher, assume that I have come to your class and I have asked your faculty what is a class average marks. So, somebody has says that they have 62%. So, with mindset I have come, everybody is fairly good. That is okay? Is it okay? But it will be okay only when each of you is not anybody, I am not having a outlier, numbers should be very less. For example, I need a marker, just a second. Hello. Okay. Now I said I am having only 2 students in my class and I have not asked their individual marks. I have just asked what is the average of my class. I have come with the perception both are good in my subject. Is it the reality? No. But I am having 2 students like this. One got 50 and other got 60. So what is the average here? 55. So if I am coming with the perception, both are having fair understanding of the subject. Is it true? So see here, statistic, again statistic is giving you calculation. But with that calculation, you have to apply your other knowledge also, whether I should depend on this statistic or not, how much dependency I should have on the statistic. Like I am having 1,000 clients, I have spoke only to 5 clients, they are saying I am fantastic, is it mean I am fantastic? No. But I am having 10,000 clients and I have surveyed some 2,000 clients and I have chosen them carefully. Like I have selected few people who are very old client. I have selected few people who have complained last year. I have selected few people who are giving me continuously more and more business. The client I am selecting who are decreasing the business with me. So all different set of people, so that I should get a collective view. So whatever view I will be getting, which is I can rely. So it is very important that on statistic how much you can rely. So that number is very good things to you, to help you. But here your brain has to work on how much decision you can rely on that. So where the data comes into the picture. So can I move? Yes? This is I have already spoke. Okay, this is back I am going. Why it is not going? Okay. Okay, who is this gentleman? Who is this gentleman? It is written. What he spoke? There is two gentlemen here who spoke about the statistic, right? So what they spoke? Facts is representing a condition of the people. Now again I said you statistic is more relevant to you because you are dealing with social studies or social research. Okay, so what do you mean by social? Anything which is impacting the people. So any business is existing because of the people, right? So any business will exist only when it is a beneficial for the people. So here any numbers, any calculation which is dealing with the people is statistic. That is said by the first gentleman. What the second gentleman is talking? Enquiry. What do you mean by enquiry? You call me and I am saying that you have enquired something. That means you have asked. You have collected some data from me. So when there is a collection of data, statistic exists. Where there is an enquiry between two people, there is a statistic exists. That is a definition given by them. It is visibility is little hazy. Okay. Now type of statistic you will see again the two word descriptive and inferential. Don't worry about the inferential. I'll talk more about the descriptive because in this class I am going to talk about the descriptive. Now what do you mean by descriptive is you are describing the data. I have collected some data like I have collected your specialization. I am representing in a table, that is a description. Inferential is something I am getting insight out of it, that is inferential. So inferential study is an advanced form of statistic. Descriptive, why people are talking, anything, any problem? If you have to ask something, you have to ask me only, don't talk within. Okay. Now descriptive means you are describing the data which you have. Like as I told you, you are collecting a 5-year revenue. That is you just represent year 2005, 2006, 2010 and representing in some form of graph. You are representing in table. All this is a representation, that is a description of the data. That is a basic called descriptive statistic. When somebody makes an insight, like I am having 5-year data, I am trying to predict in future what will be my revenue, in future what will be my sales, that is an inferential study. Okay, my sales are continuously decreasing, I am trying to find out the reasons for that. That is inferential. So here what I am going to talk today is more on a descriptive format. How you can describe your data, how you can make a table, how you can present your data in different charts and graphs. This is what I am going to talk. Now this step I have already spoke, right? Statistic is all about collecting the data, analyzing the data, interpretation of the data and then the decision making of based on your data. So this is what we have spoke. Now two type of data collection. I was very much saying in the first sentence itself, the data is collected in a numeric format. That is a quantitative data. The data which you are collecting in a numeric format like your marks, that is a quantitative. But when I am saying tell your experience of last 10 years in your induction, that is might be you will come here, speak for 1 minute, yes, you will talk about it. So is it not I am collecting any information? Is it a blank? You are not giving me any data. I am not asking any feedback of rating 1 to 10 or something. If I will ask that, that is a quantitative, numeric. I am asking you to rate in scale of 1 to 10 how you rate, that is a numeric. But I am asking you come here and talk about it. Tell your experience. I am talking personally to you. So here also I am collecting a data. You are seeing that so many news channel nowadays, they are taking a day and night the interviews of any celebrity on any field or business or movie or whatever. So is it not they are doing something? They are collecting something, right? And then as an audience, you are seeing again and again what you are trying to do. Same interview you are seeing again, twice, thrice, four times. Maybe first time you are able to capture few information or few insight. Might be again, especially with the business news. Yes, it is happening that second time I'm listening the same news, maybe I'm able to capture some other information. So information is not numeric there. It's a non-numeric information. Interview, you are listening some interview, you are reading some text. You have read some 5 chapters from the statistic book. Okay. So it is not you are capturing some numeric form, but it is adding something, some knowledge, some information. So information can be collected in a qualitative form also. Like you are my client, I am asking how was your experience with the service of our company. So you start talking to me, you spoke something. So now see here which is easier to analyze, whether numeric or non-numeric. Numeric data. Why? Because numeric data immediately I can apply some mathematical calculation. Some mathematical parameter I will calculate. But non-numeric required more expertise. Non-numeric data collection is also an art. Like I want to ask some indirect question. I'm giving you some provoking thoughts so that what information I'm looking, maybe directly if I will ask you won't answer. So I'm asking you some indirect question. Yes, probing question type of things. Do you really think you didn't experience something? Really you don't have to say something? Do you think nothing has happened in the class? This is all provoking questions. So after that you will start thinking, okay, let me share. Let me think what had happened. So the collection of qualitative data is itself is difficult. Capturing tool is more costlier, it's more time taking and it's required more expertise. So never think that if I am collecting a numeric data, it's a great thing. The person who is collecting qualitative data or analyzing qualitative data is, no, it is not. But generally as a student, what you will be studying is more on a qualitative data collection, because most of the time I am going to teach or somebody else will teach, more of a mathematical models you will be taught. Okay. So never say that there is quantitative data is more important. No. Okay, this is again I am going back. What is happening? Slow. Okay, now these all representation I am going to talk one by one. So I know all of you must be knowing all these things. Yes? So let me give you some example here. I will move here, don't worry. Slides will be moved, don't worry. What is the difference in these two graphs? Don't talk. Okay, assume that. I know you all know. Don't talk. Okay, now tell me the difference between these two. That's all. Ma'am, very bad drawing. This is what you want to share? Okay, no problem. Tell me the answer what I am asking. This answer I already know. So tell me what I am asking. What is the difference between these two? Okay, bar graph. What is the difference between these two? Okay, topic is different. Somebody was saying something horizontal and vertical. So this is vertical representation and this is horizontal representation, right? So correct. There are n number of possibility, and with the software nowadays 100 possibility of bar charts also. This is simply manually I have written, but when we go to Excel, it is 2-3 type is possible, but when you go to advanced tool and technique, 1000 types of bar graph is also feasible. So why different things are available? Why graphs is so important? Why? Presentation to others. So if I have made this table, obviously I know the data, right? I am not doing for myself, I am doing for you or somebody whom you are presenting. So you want the person to understand better. So you have seen the thought, somebody is saying that picture talks louder than the words. It applies here. Yes, graphs talk louder than the data. So if somebody open a Excel sheet of thousands people data, it will take so much time to understand what is there. But one graph is representing complete information. So graph is helpful to understand the data in a quicker manner, in a better manner, and it makes others understand your data easily. So you are not doing for yourself, you are doing for other to be presenting that. Yes, I am seeing few people are talking in eyes. Only 10 days, right? So it's too early to talk on eyes. Don't talk. Okay. Boys and girls, don't talk in eyes. I am seeing many of you talking like this. Yes. Okay. Now second one is pie. Pie chart everybody knows, right? You have used the compass and make a circle so many times in your school, right? Okay. So what is the importance of pie chart? How it is different from other graph?
It is presented in percentage.
Correct. It is helping you to present the data in percentage. So when you want to present something in percentage and your 100% data is like an angle, you are representing an angle. So on a circle, there is an angle of 360 degree. So you are dividing complete data into 360 degree. So if I am saying I am having 100 students in my class, so 100 is represented in 360 degree. So if I am saying that I am having BBA student 50 in numbers, that means how much angle I will make for it? Like that it is divided. So any data is represented in a circular form. Based on the percentage, it is a pie chart. Now next one is line graph. Somebody is following the share market, you will see lots of line graph will be there, right? The everyday share value or the market fluctuation, generally people represent with the line graph. So why? Line chart is helping you to see the fluctuation very easily. Yes, when your data fluctuate very highly intensity with the lesser time difference, line chart is the better representation. Fourth one, pictographical is just to make presentation more attractive. Like somebody is representing the highest marks with telephonic signal. I will just use the telephonic signal. Generally it is represented like this, right? If all this bar is colored with the bright color, it is representing high value. Same thing here, if it is just a little highlighted this part only, this is a lower value. As the value will increase, highlighting of this bar will increase. All this is a pictorial representation. Like a small children school book. They want to have like 5, they want to teach them 5 calculation. 1 apple they will draw, that means 1. 2 apple is drawn, that is 2. So it's a simple pictorial representation to make other person understand easily and attractive. So for children, picture of apple is more attractive. Rather than saying only 1, it is 1 apple is drawn, 2 apple is drawn, like that. Understood the application? So make the things more attractive. Then with what is the next? Polygon. Histogram. What is histogram? What is the difference between bar chart and histogram?
There is no space between them.
Yes, no space by look. Yes, she is absolutely correct. There is no space between the bars. So it will be like this. Yes? But what is the difference? Representation, she is absolutely correct. Histogram will look like this. So what situation you have bar, what situation you will have histogram? Interval. So I'm not having interval. So I will make MBA and BBA also together and say there is no interval. It will become histogram. When data is continuous, we are making histogram. When data is discrete, you are making bar graph. Okay? So there is two type of data also, discrete data and continuous data. Then pictorial representation, as I said you, I want to represent like a beautiful flower I am representing. Like somebody scores 80, I will give you 80 flower sticker on your notebook. So I am representing 80 with the 8 stickers. So it is more of a representation by some symbol. Okay. Now the last one I was talking about a frequency distribution. So I know you all have studied in somewhere in your graduation. So there is a frequency. What do you mean by frequency? Like I want to measure everybody's height and weight. This combination I required. So I have written like that. Somebody is having, not start with my height. Say ma'am, it's very less. Don't say that. Somebody is 5.1, somebody is 5.2, somebody is 5.28, somebody is 6'1", let's see 5.7 and all. So everybody's height will be unique. Agreed? So if I will write here 100 value, it will not able to make some sense. I cannot make any interpretation. So what I will be doing, I will count like this. The people height between 5 to 5.2 must be in one group. People height from 5.2 to 5.4 should be in one group. 5.4 to 5.6 should be in one group. I am not going with the very high range because I am talking to height. If I will say 5 to 6, everybody will come in this. There is no meaning again. So interval I am deciding based on the topic I have chosen. For your score, I cannot go like this with point. Maybe your score I will go like this, 0 to 50 directly. Yes, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, like that I will go. So it completely depend on the what I am measuring, right? So this is I am converting the individual score into a frequency. So there is one tally, somebody knows it, like in childhood you have seen, like you are counting like this, 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5, then 1, 2, like that. So tally is the old method of calculation, and when you are calculating individually we use the tally also. So that is a usefulness of frequency. So see here, this is somebody was telling me, this is what? Bar graph. So when your data is individual, right? So like there is a no, is a 5 marks. So there is no decimal, nothing. 5, 6, 7, 8 is the score. How many people got 5? How many people got 6? Like that. Now this is percentage representation. You all know, right? Yes? It's a percentage. How to calculate, we'll see. One more numeric also will do. I'm just teaching you theory now, so I'm moving ahead. Don't worry. We will be doing numeric on that. So this is a line chart. The fluctuation or the data point is represented in a points, and then you connect those points, it is giving you line. So that is a line chart. Then it's a pictorial. Somebody was asking me, right? So don't represent anything like this because you are grown up. Now the diagram, it is a histogram, right? There is no graph in the no space between the bars. So it's a continuous data is measured. So there is continuous data, no gap, like your height and weight, this their age, all this is a continuous data. But your score can be discrete, like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 and all. So this is the frequency, right? Just a calculation, number of people. So I will just use, I will give you 5 minutes break, come back. Don't go anywhere, just drink water and come back, 5 minutes. So that we'll start with the numeric form. By God. That it is applied wherever you go because of the presence of data. So there is few application is written here, data mining, machine learning, marketing, HR, finance, account, I can say politics also, right? So there can be a number of application and the scope. Now again, the scope means how much you can know about when you know some statistic. Scope of something is depend on, like I am saying, your scope in the class is just you can move around this space. After you go out, you are out from the class. So scope means a boundary. Scope means boundary. As a faculty, my boundary is I am taking a lecture for this class, I should not jump to other class, right? So that is my boundary. So scope is a boundary for statistics. So what is a boundary for statistics? In ancient time, it is how it has started. Actually, statistics is started from the political data only. Olden days also, people want to have capture information about their kingdom, their territory. So actually statistic involved from a political background. You want to know how many kings are there, how many kotiyas are there, how many people I have. So all that has comes from the ancient time. So India is one of the country which is very advancedly used statistic in their olden age also. So with the advance of tool and technique, statistic has taken a bigger picture nowadays. So scope of statistic is increased. Now where you can apply the statistic is big, where you have lots of data with you. So data classification is based on qualitative or quantitative. Two definition you have. Next one is chronological order. Anybody can tell what is chronological? Time frame, year, date, whatever, seconds, minutes, whatever. So time frame. Fourth one is geographical, location wise. It's like I'm segregating you first year and second year. That is also a geographical. Here the geography is your classroom, right? So data can be arranged based on these parameters. This is not only fixed. This is, I have gone to one book, it is saying this. Maybe other book will have a different definitions also on the data type. So what is table? Tabulation. Tabulation is a first stage to organize any data. To write anything in an organized way, table is the first format. Before any graphs and chart, table comes first. Like if I want to arrange this data into table, it will also make a lots of sense. But if I am writing it individual, it won't make some sense. Like everybody's name I am writing and then writing a percentage. It won't make so much sense. But the moment I will write your specialization and the number of student, it will make a more sense. But it depends on the objective. Now my objective is to know individual percentage. Then that table has no meaning. So it's completely depend on my objective, right? What I am looking for. That is very, very important. Your objective to do something is very important. Without the objective, if you go in life, nowhere you will reach. Same thing happened to the data. I can do n number of representation. I can make a n number of graphs with the same data. But what I am looking for? What is my objective? As I told, if I am interested to know who all need an extra lecture in accounts because they don't have accounts background, so I could have find out your individual scores. Based on your individual score, I should put up in your group. Knowing that how many people have got how much marks, what is the class average, what is the highest percentage, this all will not help me. But if some faculty just want to know how the people have done, after giving you training, I'm just taking your test, just to know as a overall how was your learning as a class, I can take your average. So what is my objective? Depending on that, you represent your data in a simplest table form. So that is a tabulation. You are capturing individual data in a summarized form. That is called a tabulation. So you can see here what is the tabulation. You can read the objective by yourself. So it's a more of a summarized form of data. No problem, I'll go here there if you want to record. Okay, so you are capturing a data in a summarized form. Can you read it loudly for the class? 1 minute, just read it. Objective. Yes, objective. Read it loudly.
Objectives of tabulation. It facilitates the understanding of complex numerical data. It represents the original figures in an orderly manner. It summarizes the figures. It gives the information which may help solve the problem. It facilitates the comparison. It facilitates statistical processing.
Thank you so much. So frequency distribution, I will go with the number when I will write the example. Not to worry, if somebody want to write what I have to explain. What is discrete data, continuous data, write it down. I will explain all these things with the question. Discrete data, slash discrete frequency count slash discrete frequency count, discrete frequency count. Second one, continuous data. Second one, continuous data, continuous frequency count slash continuous frequency count. Class limit. Don't worry about all these things. When we do one question, you will get to know. Class limit, class interval, conversion of next point, conversion of discrete data into continuous data, conversion of discrete data into continuous data. These things I am going to explain you with the example. Now this is not so visible, but let me write here some question. Ma'am, your eyes are weak, not us, right? It's not going on here. Okay, write the class. Write 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, like that, write till 100. I have taken a smaller value just to make you understand better, right? So, what does it mean? If this is the marks, for example, this is the marks, and this is saying that if somebody scored 10, between 10 to 20 is 5 students, this is a count. So, if assume that I am having a, what is the total here? Can anybody tell? 47. So, if I am having a score of 47 student in my class, I can have a score like this also, right? Like that, I will be having 47 score, right? I will be having a 47 scores like this. So, if I am not given with the frequency, I will count by tally. Yes? So, I have reached to this point. Assume that frequency is given, or from individual data, you have already calculated the frequency by tally. This is okay? So you have got this data. So now if you see here, there is a no gap between upper limit and next lower limit. So this is which type of continuous data? And there is an inclusive class and exclusive class. What do you mean by exclusive class? If, yes, no, upper and lower is different. Inclusive and exclusive, write it down. Inclusive class and so see here, somebody got a 20, just exact score 20. Tell me whether to count here or here. There is a confusion. Second one, that means this is an exclusive class. Exclusive class means upper limit will not get counted. Just write it down. What is inclusive and exclusive? Exclusive class is excluding the upper limit value. Exclusive class is excluding the upper limit value in the data count. Now you understood? Inclusive class is including upper and lower limit both. So see here, if my class in same data, in same thing, I have given a data like this. For example, I have given like this, 10 to 20, then 21 to 30, then 31 to 40, 41 to 50. So clearly I know 40 will be counted here. There is no confusion. This is inclusive. So while counting, I am counting both upper and lower limit. This is okay? Done? Now you tell me where the bar graph and where the histogram is possible. Histogram has to be always class and continuous data. Now you understood clearly? Always a done? Understood? Now, in this, bar graph is possible readily, and after converting this class to inclusive to exclusive, we can convert the class to inclusive to exclusive, but vice versa is not possible. I can convert this class to this, but I cannot convert this class to this. Vice versa is not possible. You can convert inclusive to exclusive. So whatever, for example, this data is given like this. Assume that for example, don't talk boys and girls. I know you people know, keep quiet. I will give you chance to talk and solve. Okay, now see here, this is inclusive, right? You are counting upper and lower limit both. You can convert this class to this, that is possible. But without conversion, what I can make here? I can make a bar graph readily. Yes? And after conversion, I can make a histogram also. So if question is given like this, and somebody is asking you to make a histogram, first you need to convert the class. But if question is like this, and you have been asked to draw a bar graph, easily you can do. So always remember, bar graph is possible with the discrete data. Histogram is always possible only with the continuous data. This is clear. Now, frequency inclusive and exclusive. Exclusive is only histogram. Inclusive bar graph, inclusive can be converted to exclusive, and then you can do a histogram.
Can you please repeat, ma'am?
I said here, written here already, exclusive means histogram, inclusive means bar graph. Inclusive class, you can draw a bar graph readily, but inclusive class can convert to exclusive. Once it is converted to exclusive, I can draw anything. I can draw histogram, right? But I need a conversion of the class. Understood? We'll do the question, then you will realize more. So here the question is, mode of exclusive class is given, right? Exclusive class is given. So what is feasible here? Exclusive class, what is feasible here, dear? Guys, come back, no problem. Okay, hello. Listen. This data you understood, right? Histogram can be made. Nothing to do with that. Now, you write one class inclusive. I'm telling you what to write. 0 to 9. First class 0 to 9. 10 to 19. 10 to 19. 20 to 29. So like that you write till 100. That means till 99 it will come. So there is a gap of upper limit and next lower limit is 1 digit, right? Yes? Now see here. See here conversion. I have said 0 to 9, right? 10 to 19. 20 to 29. Don't talk now, concentrate here. Here the gap is 1. So how to convert, I will tell you. This difference is equal to upper limit minus lower limit of next by 2. So in this case what it will be? 0.5. So what you are supposed to do, 0.5 should be added to upper limit. Upper limit. You have to make this same, right? It will become 9.5 and you have to subtract this. Limit. So now it is feasible. Thank you. Now assume that your class is like this. If class is going like this, what is the gap here? D? 5. So your D by 2, that is upper minus lower by 2. So that will become 2.5. So now if you want to convert here, what will be? Minus 2.5 to 7.5. So like that your class will be getting converted. So now you understood how to convert upper limit of the next class, lower limit of the previous class by 2. That is a conversion of inclusive class to exclusive. Please write it down for yourself. Upper limit, what is the upper limit here? And what is the lower limit of next? 20. So what is the difference here? 1. So 1 divided by 2, how much? 0.5. So 0.5 has to be added here and subtracted to from a lower limit. So this will become 19.5, this will become 19.5. So it will become continuous. Now see here what is the difference? 5. So 2.5 has to be added here, 2.5 has to be subtracted. So it become, but when we need to convert, if examiner is giving you inclusive data and asking you to histogram, otherwise no need, right? Inclusive data is given, I want to draw a bar graph, no need to convert. Yes? All three of you, वहाँ से उठो. Third row. बहुत हंसते मुस्कुराते हुए ज्यादा खुश हो गए, बाहर आओ. माइनस लिखा ना मैंने, -2.5. इसमें से माइनस you have to subtract from the lower limit. So if it is previously given 0, you have to write -2.5. I said you reality is different, but math calculation I have to follow uniform, right? So here in this data, assume that I have to calculate 100. Listen carefully. Here I have to calculate 100. My one data point is 100. So even though you reach till 99, you have to give one more class here. 100 till 109. I have to give. So because there is a possibility that somebody scores 100 out of 100. Even though my highest score is 100 only, but I cannot stop to this class. I have to keep to this class. Understood now? Class frequency, midpoint and all you got to know. Now I will try to have some question. It is not visible. Let me write this question there. A student not to have a same like a teacher, better than the teacher, right? Yes. So draw better than me. Now see here, everybody has drawn? Okay. Now see here, this is called a axis adjustment. I don't want to waste my space here. So I don't want to start as 0 and go like 0 to 5, 5 to 10. I don't want to like that. I'm seeing that there is a gap of 4, right? So I should ideally start from 0 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 12. I don't want that. I want to save the space. So this is an axis adjustment. Even though 0 here, I'm directly starting from 20, then writing a 24, then writing a 28. So this is called an adjustment. That means 0 till value is existing there. That's all. Okay. Now, before deciding this axis, I should see where my values are lying. If it is in 100, if it is in 1000, I should adjust my axis like that. But here the smaller value, so I can easily go for 5, 5, right? Done? So assume that if it would be in 1000, I could have started also like that only. So always remember your plotting should take care of your value. What range value you have in your data. Like for example, here it is 5 and here it is 100. I should not plot 5, 5 gap. I should give some 20, right? So you should adjust the scale of your axis. Scaling adjustment based on data. Okay. So now easily you can draw 22, 24 is 7. So somewhere here. Don't draw like me. I have told already to draw better than me. 12. Then 20. Then 14. Then 5. Who is this fool? Okay. Done? So now, if I will search for a midpoint of this histogram bar, listen very carefully, I'll give you time. Don't do anything, just listen. If you join this midpoint with the straight line, it's a polygon. If I am joining with the curve, it is frequency curve. So you should not join the line with the origin. Freehand curve. Curve line. Freehand curve line is known as frequency curve. And if you join with the scale, it is not visible here, but straight line with the scale. If I will draw like this, this is a polygon. So understood the difference? Yes. So the next definition is not there, but I'll tell you. A frequency polygon is a joining a midpoint of histogram bar together. That is a frequency polygon. Frequency curve is joining the midpoint of your histogram by freehand curve line. Okay. So examiner can club all these things. Less than and more than ogive will do. First you help me with the frequency curve and polygon is written there. Okay. Now we'll do ogive. What is ogive? I will tell you. Again I am seeing 3% like that only. You know what is a famous saying of 3%? I don't want to repeat. So change your place. जल्दी करो. यहाँ पे मुझे 3 लोग नहीं चाहिए ना साथ में. जल्दी change करो. Ask your friend to shift. आइए यहाँ पे आइए. उसको बोलो. आ जाओ. अच्छे ब्रांड का है ना, कुछ दिक्कत नहीं है उठने में. ओके. नाउ लिसन केयरफुली. व्हाट इज ओजाइव? More than and less than. The definition you remember. Definition you remember what a definition says. How many people get more than that score? How many people got less than that score? That is a definition of more than and less than. How many people got less than that score? How many people got more than that score? That is a definition of ogive. So can any student tell me how we should go about the frequency? I am writing a continuous only. To 100. Intentionally I have taken 20 days. Tell. I will tell you. Don't worry. This is a class. So it is a inclusive or exclusive? Exclusive, right? So this upper limit has to be counted here. Not here. You have to exclude outer limit while counting. Exclusive means you are not counting the upper limit. Okay, let me have the frequency simpler. 12, 0 to 10, 8, 6 and 10. Okay, if this is my frequency, tell me the total. 40. Done? Okay, if I am saying somebody less than and more than, what the definition says, try to understand, you will get the understanding of ogive. Now, if I am saying how many people got less than 100, what does it mean? Everybody? Yes or no? Yes. Less than 100 I am defining here. So that is 48. Is it okay? How many got less than 80? So from 48 I have to minus? Yes? This group I have to minus from total. How many people got less than 80? That means everybody other than this last group. So what will be the answer? Less than 60. How many people? Less than 40. Less than 20. I have written something wrong? Class only I have written wrong, right? तभी तो loudly बोलना था ना. Don't worry. Now it is okay? Okay. Less than 60, less than 40, now marker stopped working. Less than? So now, for less than which class you have to refer? Upper limit. For less than definition, yes, I will change this, don't worry. Yes, you are right, this will change. Upper limit has to be referred for defining less than ogive. So for less than which point you have to draw upper limit. For less than ogive, you have to refer the upper limit, write it down. Less than ogive and write a dash. For less than ogive, as per the definition, upper limit has to be referred. Upper limit has to be referred. With the less than cumulative frequency. With the less than cumulative frequency. Write it down. With the less than cumulative frequency. Now see here. What is the frequency total now? 38. Okay. So now I have to refer the upper limit. This is okay for everybody. So I am just writing less than 20, less than 40, less than 60, less than okay. Now see here how I have to calculate the less than cumulative frequency. What I am going to calculate? Less than cumulative frequency. So, less than cumulative frequency, how to count you just see. My marker is gone, wait a minute. On all the light please, boys and girls, on the all light. I don't want any off. For sleeping I have given you the full floor, so do not off the light. Okay, now see here, less than 100, that means everybody, right? 38, that is okay? So now less than 80, these people have to be subtracted. How much? 28. Okay, now from 28, these people have to be subtracted. 22. Now from 22, you have to subtract these people. How much? Okay, this one. So now you understood how to calculate the less than. So you should not see the calculation, you should remember the definition. Less than is talking that how many people got less than that particular upper limit. If you remember this, automatically you will not forget how to calculate. For example, at the moment you will see how many people got less than 100. That means everybody, because this is the highest point of the data. If somebody says that how many people got less than 80, automatically you understand all the above people. Or from total I should subtract this. You got automatically understanding how to go about it. Now, if I have to draw less than ogive, that I will be drawing later stage. Let me calculate the more than frequency. Now, more than ogive definition says that how many people got more than that lower limit. How many people got more than the lower limit? Okay. So, how many got more than the lower limit? So, now I am calculating here more than class, which I have to refer lower limit. So, now lower limit, that means how many got more than 0? 0 is the lowest value. So, how many people? 38. Everybody. Understood now? How many got more than the lower limit value? So, from 0 everybody. So, how many got more than 0? So, how it will be more than 20, right? More than 40, more than 60, more than, this is okay? Now frequency, like everybody got more than 0. So how I should start? So this is called a more than cumulative frequency. You draw it clearly, don't write like me. I don't have the space, write clearly. More than has to be starting from this. Everybody is convinced what you are writing? Don't remember that I have to start with total. Understand the logic. How many people got more than 0? That means it's the lowest value, so everybody. So I am writing 36. Now how many got more than 20? So yes, 38. 38. Okay. Total is 38. Done. So now how many got more than 20? So these people got less. So what I have to subtract? 38 minus 12. This logic is okay? 26. Now from 26 I have to minus 2. How much? 16? Now see here, if you do correct in the exam calculation, the checking point is here. Total should come here, this should match here, and this should match here. Okay, if you have done correctly everything, this will happen. Total will come here, for less than at the end, for more than it will start with the total, last value will be same for more than, starting value will be more than, same in the less than. So this you remember, if you have done correctly, at the end you should get this value as a same as frequency, and here you should start with the frequency, you should end with the total frequency. If you have got this, that means your calculation is right. So why I have saved my time, I have not drawn less than and more than, because I want to draw it after erasing it. So you draw in your notebook. All of you can draw now, na? I am just roughly drawing here. I am making it class here and frequency here. So first I am making what? Less than ogive. Less than ogive means which point? Upper limit, right? So my upper limit is 20. Now 0, 20, 40, 60, 80 and 100. So first point is 12. Now frequency is moving from 12 to 38. So I am keeping range. I have to go to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 and 40. So now my first point 12 has to be plotted at which point? 20. Is it okay? Yes. So that value is 12, somewhere here. Now 40 I have to plot 14, somewhere here. Then 22 I will be coming somewhere here. Then 28 I will be here, and then 38 will be somewhere here. So if you join this, this is called a less than. Now in the same diagram I am drawing more than. Okay, I am not going with the other data. So my first point is 0, right, for more than. At 0 what I have to plot? 38. So this is the point. Okay, 38, then 26 I have to plot at 20, right? 26, okay. Then 24 at 40, right? 24, then 16 is somewhere here, 16, then 10 at 80, 10. So now see here. So this is now this is a combination of upper limit and less than cumulative frequency. This is a combination of lower limit and more than cumulative frequency. Where it is interaction is there, you will study mean, mode, median and everything, that is central tendency. This is actually the median point. I am not discussing all that because that is another chapter itself. So I am keeping here in same diagram I have plotted less than and more than. You can plot it separately always, but you should remember the point. Don't confuse with the point. Less than is referring upper limit. The definition you should remember. All the people score less than that. More than you always remember referring the lower limit, how many people got more than that. So if you remember this definition, you will be never wrong in calculating your cumulative. Okay. So just have a good writing on more than, less than and all. For your reference, I have written here refer upper limit, refer lower limit, just for your understanding. So now you understood less than, more than, Ojai? Okay. Now I will move to a pie chart which is very, very useful. I know numerically you are not going to use, you will be using on Excel or data representation. But here I am going to show you numerically, just for your understanding. Okay. So bar graph, histogram, frequency, polygon, everything is clear now? Okay. You have revised, right? Now we will do a pie chart which is most useful presentation. Can you see this? No ma'am, so easy na? No is smaller than yes. Yes take how many letters? 3 and no requires only 2. So no is easier, right? Okay. Now see here, this diagram I will just explain. It is writing that English, Hindi, maths like that. Write it down. What was subject? Write down the question. Maths, Hindi, English, science and social study. So obviously the school level subjects, right? Write it down. Maths, English, Hindi, science and social studies. I am telling you subject name. Write it down. People for mathematics, write it down. Okay. No. 90 for maths, 90 for maths, 55 people for English, 55 people for English, 70 for Hindi, 80 for science, social studies 65, maths 90, I am repeating, maths 90, English 55, Hindi 70, science 80 and social studies 65. So is this, what is the total, anybody? 360. So degree is given according to the graph, right? So if there is a total number is 3000 as per the question, if you can hear me, right? If the total is 3000, how many people are from maths? So calculate how you have to calculate. I am just writing here. Always the total is representing your 360 degree. That is okay? Just. So 1 degree is representing how much? 3000 divided by. Done? So if my how much maths is, how much? 90, right? 90 degree, right? So 90 degree is maths. So if I have to find how many people in maths, I will just multiply 1 degree with 90. So that will become 3000. What is the value? So 750 people are from. Done? Understood? So total is always represented with 360. Now you can make out. Now do the second question, what is given there. The marks scored in English and mathematics is less than the marks scored in science and Hindi. By how much percentage? I know you people know. Simple thing, right? Percentage just. 360 is representing total, then whatever the number you will calculate accordingly. I know, but find out. If you are lazy to write, that means you understand how much you do calculation. Don't be lazy, calculate it. So total the maths and the English and mathematics together, and then together the Hindi and science. Then you find the degree difference, and then accordingly you convert the number. If you want to convert the percentage also, the total divided by how many number of units, so you can calculate in the percentage. So maths and English you have to total, and then you find a total number of people in science and Hindi. So that number difference you will get. Assume that there is a 50 student. So 50 is a percentage out of 3000. So many percentage difference. So first you find the number and then try to find out the difference in the number and then percentage. Able to do? Find the number, difference in the number first. Assume that there is a difference of 50 people. Assume. Then how you will calculate percentage? Divide by 3000. So that will be your percentage. 2 point something here according to this data. So first you find the difference of the number of people. How many people are different in these two groups? So individually, for maths you have already find how many people, right? So for maths 750. For which subject? English, right? Then Hindi. English, then science and Hindi. Science and Hindi. Now what is the difference? How many people here? English. Degree you tell. I am not able to remember. Degree you tell. How many people? 55 people or 55 degree? So you convert here with 50. Multiply and tell. 4? 458.3. Okay. Science? 80 degree don't tell. Number of people you tell. Number of people is 80 or degree is 80? Degree is 80. Multiply this with 80 and tell me what is the answer. Lazy people. Tell. If it is 80 degrees science, you have to just multiply here 80. That's all. What is the answer? 3? 660. Okay. 360? Okay. 660. Okay for Hindi? Five? 80. Okay, let point in the, see here I am talking about a number of people, so it cannot be point. 550 this is. Okay, 6.66, so I can take 661 people. This way? So take like this, because see here number of people cannot be in decimal. Whenever numeric value is giving you, but number of people cannot be in decimal. So it was more than 0.5, so I have taken 667 people. Okay, is this okay? Hindi is okay? So that many people. Now it is asking how many people more than in these two subjects. So total this and total this, what is the difference? Just total these two number, find the difference. 50. I have written randomly, is it really 50? This is 1250. Total is how much? I am not able to hear. This one, okay, 1250. How much? 1300. Okay, exact 50. So convert this, how many percentage you have? 2.5. Right? Fine. So that will be the difference. Now next. If the marks of score of the student are 137, then the subject is, so how much? गलत गलत बता रहे हो, रुको मुझे सॉल्यूशन देख लो, देखो गलत गलत कैलकुलेशन बताते तुम लोग, देख लो वहां पे कैलकुलेशन किया हुआ है. द परसेंटेज इज 3.33. If you want, note down the calculation, at least do it. See here total degree, as I was saying, two subject का degree एक साथ निकाल लो, calculation easy हो जाएगा. You will directly find 2 degrees का difference and then you convert that to angle. So that difference in angle is converted to number of people. Calculation कम करने के लिए आप single करो, no problem. You can find out the number of people separately also and then add on, like how you have done. That will give you same answer, not different answer. You add on the angle or find out separately, that is okay. Noted? Yes. नहीं, वो 4 ही लोगों का होगा ना टोटल, बराबर है ना. तुम्हारा 5 people are there, 5 subjects are there, social study is not there ना. So total of that will be only 900, that's why. नहीं 3000 ये वाला बोल रहे हो ना, ये टोटल उतना ही आएगा जितना ये 4 सब्जेक्ट का टोटल हुआ है, तब ना डिफरेंस निकालोगी. कौन सा? ये तो मैंने टोटल से किया है ना, टोटल परसेंटेज है, दैट इज करेक्ट राइट. टोटल इज 3000 पीपल, सो दैट इज ओके. बट व्हेन यू आर डूइंग अ परसेंटेज ऑफ दीज 4 सब्जेक्ट, द टोटल इज डिफरेंट राइट. So maths, I am finding how many people in total, then it has to be divided by 3000 because total number is 3000. At least do the calculation. मैं क्वेश्चन करूं किधर? ओके क्वेश्चन दिखाओ, ये देखो, हट, see the question. So out of 3000 people, so it is saying that if total is 3000 people, so correct, right? Write down this question. Where is the question? If the mark scored by the student is 137.5, which subject it belongs? Write the question, all three questions. I will give to Sunita ma'am, take from her. These all things will be taught to you again and again in your statistic. This subject right now we are just trying to make you brief on that, that's all. If you want I will send it, no problem. No secret. Fourth one is total marks scored by in social science and English. So just to convert that degree to number, that's all. Then the last one is the difference of math score and social study and sciences, how much. So you have to find the both three subjects total and then the difference between them. So this simple calculation you are so bothered to do, right? In Excel will do, but like simple calculation you must be familiar. You want to see the answers? Answers are there. See, कितना बहुत difficult calculation है क्या उधर? Yes. I am not able to hear you loud. Total of 4 subjects. Now see here, total number of people is 3000, right? But you are finding a difference between two groups. In चारों subject का if you find a total of these 4 subject only, it will be 900, right? आपका वैसे ही है ना, डेटा वैसे है ना, नहीं है, 5 सब्जेक्ट नहीं है, 2 सब्जेक्ट के बीच में डिफरेंस पूछा है ना. I am to not able to see. See here the number of student. Total number of people in English, maths, science and Hindi. In चारों subject का how much is the total number? Total number of people, just total it and tell. I have not calculated, I am asking, tell me the number of people. How many is the total? Is it something else you are saying? Don't guess, tell me what is the total number of people. Without calculation I will not able to tell, but if you calculate the angle, tell me what is the difference. Social study is not in the group, other than that everything is totaled. So don't worry, if you want calculation also I will show it. If this calculation is wrong, I don't know, this is from internet, I have not calculated, I will calculate and give you answer. So what ideally you need to do, listen carefully. You have to add mathematics and English together, see the total angle, convert that to, I understood your question, you are saying it's not 900 ma'am, right? I got it. Yes, I got it right. You are saying ma'am total will be not 900. So let me check, okay? Then you will, I am just telling you the process of calculation. Then Hindi and other subject what is given here, science. You total that angle, calculate to the number of people and see what is the number of people difference. And then divide by total, whatever you are getting, number of. So total you are saying, ma'am, 900 is not correct. Let me check. Okay. Anything else? Okay. So this is all a simple chart we have done. Excel is so powerful tool. It is having viscous chart. It is having what you call hybrid chart. It is having a dot chart. There are so many charts are available with the Excel also. So when you will be going with advanced Excel, you will be coming across a few more charts. So only just a basic few charts we have discussed today. And next class I will be talking about a Venn diagram and one more topic. Okay. Venn diagram is, I think, simpler topic. So yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you so much, and we'll meet in the next class. So we'll meet maybe after 1 week or so. So I will decide on this question. Don't worry, I will solve and send you. Okay. So that I should check whether total is 900 or not. That I should also know. So I will do that and send you. Anything else? This is all the part of a statistic, basic of a statistic. You are going to read many more things in your subject. It is just a very basic which you already know. So don't say that a statistic subject is that much only. It is not. Okay. Maths, I think maths may be not there or very small part will be there. But what we are covering here is just to have a basic calculative mind. That's all. Statistic will be full-fledged subject. Just check your curriculum. I think statistic will be full-fledged one subject to you. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so maths will be one subject to you. Okay, thank you everybody.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this insightful session. It was full of knowledge and liveliness, and I am sure students would have learned a lot from your shared experiences and would have enjoyed the session to the core. Best wishes and future endeavors, ma'am.